that is way wrong. Everybody, you are at Steve Morris Engines. I am Steve. Les Smith is here today for a emergency super quick. Got to get this thing on hub dyno today. Long time customer that we're taking care of here. So we're hopefully should just be a pretty quick deal. This is a brand new car build for him. Les used to have the orange, super nice orange Nova. He has swapped everything over to this brand new build, and we'll go ahead and check all this thing all out as we put it on the old hub dyno. Now this is a big block Chevy twin turbo deal. Very similar. It's actually the iron block version of the big block Chevrolet that did it for Cletus. But older. I mean, we've had this thing done for several years, and it's been running for several years. Still on gasoline, too. Alright, we're going to back this thing up and show you some more. All right, so what you saw Cody and Les doing right there is putting the hubs on and then indicating the hubs in so they spin really nice and round if the register on the flange is just a little bit off. Les is going to take the front end off so we can start working on his street pump gas tune, and then we'll go over this entire build. Obviously, drag and drive, hence the radiators. And then that is the engine oil cooler right there, and transmission cooler right there. So, catching me looking at this all for the first time too. What size turbos are on it, Les?
Those are 8896s.
Okay, bullseyes?
Yes.
Yeah, this is a bullseye. There you go. 8896s. Intercooled on gas, 540 cubic inch. This is our standard stage 3 engine, and like I said, this is the cast iron version, non-billet intake manifold of like Cletus's engine, or the big block Chevrolet, not the SMX, obviously. Looking out through here. Now this has been running how many years?
I think it was new in like 2014.
New in 2014. Oh, it's only 9 years old. Wow, okay. We've gone through, freshened it up several times, but yeah, it's a 9-year-old build. A Brodix head, dart iron block. And like I said, we didn't even have billet intake manifolds for this when we first built this deal. So, and that's got the good deck of injectors in it, eh? Yep. Single 4-inch throttle body goes up into here. I see, and then into the intercooler. So the intercooler is staying in the car, but the water tank is pinned into the passenger seat. So just take the pins out, take the intercooler out, and then co-pilot rides in the passenger seat just like normal. Nice build through here. Let's go over on the other side. I like the big stacks here. It's a nice heavy duty piece that's still on there.
Rocky Crockville made it.
Yep, and all the whole chassis and the hot side, cold side. Yeah, so the brake pedal is nothing is down below. The brake pedal's all up above, and all the master cylinder stuff is right there. So is that the master cylinder there?
Yeah, there's two little master cylinders.
Oh, two little Willwood master cylinders right there. Well, that's interesting. It reminds me of shift lever stuff off of Lenco or something. That's what it reminds me of. I thought it was, well, I didn't know what it was at first. Then the full floater, 9-inch, obviously. Yep. Well, it looks nice. Good looking deal. All right, so I think we're going to start looking at the pump gas tune right now. And it's just for his drag and drive stuff, so I'll have Les get everything all prepped up and grab your computer, and we'll use that and start going through this while I'm working on other stuff. And it sounds like Kyle's got the Lamborghini going right now. We'll go look at that real quick. Looks like it's about 3 degrees advanced. Now this has the small turbos on it.
Shoot, man. 1720 to 7900 at 1155 on foot-pounds of torque, man. Not bad. Big curve, nice looking graph. Go up here real quick to boost and oil pressure. Boost were roughly, let's see, we climb up there to 24 pounds of boost, 150, 152 pounds of oil pressure. Fuel pressure, all that's all looking good. So I think we're gonna call it a day on this thing.
So we can see here that the started up the stack timing check. That was correct, but this something is corrupted in his fuel table, because this thing is so flaming far out to lunch. Not even remotely close to what it's supposed to be and what it was. You can see right up here, this is 33% volumetric efficiency. And it has 130 pounds of the scaling in it. Right up here is 130 psi, and the map sensor is a custom map, which must be a Rife sensor if I had to guess, and would only be at 57 psi would be the most. So something happened here in this tune, and so I mean this would be. It's like 60 pounds of boost, and that's enough fuel for like 1,200 horsepower. So that is way wrong. I've rescaled this thing and made it up to 58 pounds of boost, which is what that normally is, but I've lost all my tune-up information here. So we're just doing this as pump gas, street drive. So I want you to go ahead and jump in there, and we'll start working on idle. Now this is done in a combo fuel setting, is what they call it in Holly, and it allows me to have a alpha N idle table, which means it's just RPM versus throttle position. That's the only thing that it considers. So it doesn't run in the actual map, getting a map signal from it. So it kind of makes it nicer sometimes. Obviously, I've screwed it all up, so go ahead. All right, so got startups idling fine. Worked on the startup table. Now this stuff transferred it over correctly, so I'm not going to change anything there. Only part of it, I think it's because they when they redid that and downloaded that new software, they must have rescaled it wrong or let it scale something incorrectly. Let's just do some part throttle. So just like take off from stop sign, run it through the gear, get it in high gear and just do some cruise RPM. And I mean, this could be pretty simple on this part. Okay. Okie dokie. Put the belt on this little belt-driven fuel pump right here, right there, and change the spark plug because it's got a number 7 spark plug in it. We don't race it with that, but they sure do drive a lot nicer when they're like that. £17 of boost right there. Went to 7,000 RPM. Wes is going to do a little bit more here. It should make about 25 pounds of boost. Their tune-up looked really good, so everything's all cool there. I have to come back here and there and redo that because it made a big fat 0. That was the previous pull, so it made 0, so something's going on there. I'll have to come back in. Alrighty, let's try this whole thing over again. Well, here is the thing. You just saw the thing just comes right up a rev limiter super fast. Wasn't controlling it. And I call and I think, all right, there's something wrong with my dyno, with my hub. It's not working. And we get into it and we bring up the screen, and I changed my screen up here and said, oh yeah, look at that, man. The number 2 hub isn't spinning or isn't registering speed. And then Brian, the wiring guy here, comes over and goes, the axle's not turning. This is what happened. This is something pretty fascinating and very good to actually find out here, because this would have been a very bad deal. So what we found out was that very first pull that you saw that I didn't have any sound on. Here's the axle. It was engaged by that much spline, and right after that pull, or probably at the end of the pull, because it actually hit the, it didn't hit the rev limiter there, somewhere in the middle there. That is all the engagement it appears to have. This axle is too short. And what I told Les is, I go, dang dude, if we would have just taken this to the track and sorted this out like we normally would do, that would have put you right in the freaking guardrail, like hard, when that axle does that, hard. And so it was a really good deal that it all happened here. It sucks, but it's a really good deal. This thing's easily, they made 1,500 something on 17 pounds of boost. It's going to obviously make really good horsepower. It's a really good piece, really nice car. Les been working on this thing for quite a long time, and a 4-year project for Les to get this car to this point. And a simple thing of somebody mismeasured an axle, and that thing would have been a bad deal if we'd taken it to the track. So it's a real good thing that we put it on the hub dyno. And also, even if it would have done that on the regular wheel dyno, it would have been bad, because it'll try to drive right off of the dyno too. Here, shoot, we didn't even know it. So anyways, I am Steve Morris. That's Les Smith taking the car off the dyno. This is his car. Drag week, sick week, drag and drive car. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, buy some merch. Thanks. Well, there she goes. Gonna be really nice.